Alright people, so this is my second time walking through here. I've already done this once for Facebook for my group, the Yamazaki Single Malt Whiskey Group, which has just reached 6,000 members. Congratulations to the group and to all the members that made it what it is. So this one is called the Japanese FES in Tokyo 2022. This is an offshoot of the Whiskey Festival in Tokyo, and I believe this is the debut year of this event, where it's a celebration of nothing but Japanese spirits. Nothing from Scotland here, nothing from the United States or New Zealand, some other parts of the world, Taiwan, anything that you could think of. This is purely in celebration of Japanese spirits. And again, like I said, this is from the organizers of the Whiskey Festival, which I believe might be organized by this group here called Whisky Kentei. At least this is maybe partial an organizer of this event. Whisky Kentei is sort of like a certification type of event. Not event, wrong choice of words there. It's sort of a certification for whiskey, but you know, it's only honored and kind of validated within Japan. If you were to take this certification elsewhere in the world, it's not like a WSET, a WSET. I think this is only honored here in Japan, and it's not going to be honored anywhere else in the world. But they have where you can buy these study guides, and you can study about whiskey in Japanese, and you can take the test and become, I don't know if they call it a sommelier or whatever they call it here. I consider a sommelier only for wine, a whiskey specialist. You could take this test and become sort of like a whiskey specialist. So when you come in through the double doors here, this table is the first table that you are going to see selling all these different type of certification books. And they also have some of their products here, like pins. I got to take this one free right here. This is a official guidebook 2021 for Tokyo Whiskey and Spirits competition. So I got that inside of my bag. I'll take a look at that a little bit later. You got these pins here. Let me see if I can get that into focus. All right, so you got that. And this guy is giving away some samplings, some sample tastings of all of these different type of spirits that are available here. These are Tokyo Whiskey and Spirits Competition 2022 competitors. So, you know, you could choose between these and taste, and I don't think you necessarily have a say in who's going to win between these, but they'll let you taste the competitors of this competition here. All right. So here on the table we got some shochu, we got whiskey. There's a lot of gin here. Yeah, I believe that these are the big three that you're going to find at this event. You got a whole wall-to-wall of gin, Japanese craft gin, and you got some big distilleries and their product as well on gin. You got whiskey on the other wall, and then somewhere in between you got whiskey, and you got shochu, some sake, things like that here. So when you come in, this is the first table. Let me see if I can get this thing angled right. I'm messing around with this gimbal for the first time today. This gimbal is from Feiyu, which is kind of an off Hong Kong type of brand. They make pretty good gimbals from what I've heard. This is actually the first gimbal that I've ever bought before, so trying to learn how to use this thing, the learning curve is very steep. The name of this brand is called the Ethical Spirits and Co. And you got your different products here, many different flavors. One of them called Revive, Vivace Revive. You imagine that they have different tastes to them, but based on the name, you imagine that it has sort of a very botanical and natural taste to these, just based on the name being called Ethical Spirits and the color combination of all this mint and greenery there. The next table, I've already been here before. This one is called Blackstone. This is also Japanese craft gin. You got original botanicals, and it looks like they have 2 different flavors here. Let's take a look at this one. This one is a competitor for this competition, the 2022 Tokyo Whiskey and Spirits Competition. Let's wish them well on that. All right, let's take a look down. These are some of the flavor notes that you can find inside of this: lemon peel, angelica root, juniper berries, orange peel, and coriander seed. And like a good company, they let you have your tastings of these to see how you like them of both products. So you got the gin there. You got a gin highball. This is 5% ABV. And we have 2 different ones here. This is not a gin. This is actually a shochu. They're both shochus. The Blackstone is. All right. Let's see if we can have a taste of this. Can I try this one? Oh, it's already poured. Okay, let's see. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. So we're getting ready to try this gin here. Let me have a smell of this. Very nice botanical smell, natural. Nothing chemical inside of this. Let me give you guys some eye candy to look at while we're sampling this. So I've been around already once, and I've smelled some that just kind of had a chemical smell to it, but this one is very natural in the taste. Oh, it's a sweet spot. Kind of minty. It's a bite of fresh air, so to speak. But they chose the correct name for it: original botanicals. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Oh, gomen. Oh, okay. Wow. All right, so that was something special there. Let me get this thing centered so that we're all looking at the same thing here. So Blackstone is their shochu, and it looks like they got 4 different flavors of that. And then they got their craft gin. Moving along, we got this one right here, made in Hokkaido. Let me see if I can get this centered. While fooling around with this gimbal and how slow it moves, I'm not sure if I'm liking this at the moment. But we're going to have to make do because it's already set up. Let's get this in focus. Made in Hokkaido. TAKA Jin. Shisho herb. So we're going to have to give this one a try. See if they have a pour of this available, which I believe that they do. Let's see, is there anything else here? You could get your cameras ready and get a picture of that QR code, and you can visit their website and learn more about them. If you're using, the Google Chrome, you could probably get this. You could probably get it translated into English for you. It might be a little bit broken, but you'll be able to understand. So made in Hokkaido, Shisho herb. I'm just going to go ahead and grab one of these myself. It's already poured. Yeah. These guys are busy doing something else. They're doing a setup over here of a TV display, or they're trying to at least repack it. So I'm not going to fool with them. Yeah, this herb smell is very, kind of has like a berry type smell to it. You can kind of imagine that it would, seeing that it has this very colorful label with a lot of pink on there. The taste is a little bit berried and flavored as well. That's a new flavor for me to try, Shisho herb. But pretty good on that. You have some other things here. I don't know what this is. It could be a liqueur. It could be a shochu-based liqueur. But they have these different things here. It's colored. I have no idea. I can't read that kanji on that. All right, let's take a look at this. This one is called the Pearce Gin Tokyo Dry Superior Small Batch. 43% ABV, 700 milliliters inside of here, and handcrafted in Japan. And they're giving away the tastings here.
Would you like to try?
Yes, yes, please.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
This is our navy string.
Oh, just a moment. Give me a free hand. I'll hold that for you, and you can hold this, and now you can tell me about it.
This is our navy strength 57% gin.
Okay.
Yep, it's distilled with the same botanicals. We have 9 different botanicals. Most of them are Japanese made.
Okay, now when it says Tokyo Dry Gin, this is distilled in Tokyo somewhere?
No, actually it's distilled in Chiba, in Nodashi.
In Chiba?
Yeah, we have a tendency to call things in Chiba Tokyo, like
I know.
Disneyland, you
Oh,
know?
that's so sad, because
Yeah.
because I'm from Chiba, so...
Would you like to speak to one of the distillers?
Sure, sure. Oh, you're
Mr.
are you scared of the camera, Mr.
Thank you
Pearce?
for a microphone. No.
Oh, you just eat it.
She just hands a random woman hands me a microphone.
Microphone, yeah.
Mr. Pearce.
Mr. Pearce, can you tell me more about this brand? And thank you,
Sure.
madam.
TL Pearce. I'm Pearce.
Wow.
The TL.
TL?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just opened this year.
Wow.
We started practicing and making gin from my teacher in Belgium about 3-4 years ago, and then we worked on getting our distillery built here, and then once we got our license, we got going.
Wow. How hard was it to get? How hard was it to get that license here?
It can be very, very difficult. It depends on how good you are with Japanese, and that's where my partner comes in. Bob,
Right.
his Japanese is phenomenal.
Awesome.
But also, basically, you have to understand Japan a little bit. They don't stop you from doing business. You just have to do it their method.
Right.
If you
Understood.
do it that way, it's fine.
Understood.
If you try to make it your way, you're done.
Right.
That's how it is.
And the lady behind me said that this is based in Chiba. Whereabouts?
That's correct. In Nodashi.
Noda, yeah, I know, the top northwestern corner.
Exactly, right on the nose of Chiba-ku.
Right, interesting.
And that's actually Noda's famous for Kikkoman soy sauce. That's where they're from.
Yes.
So, and we opened there because Noda has really, really good water.
Nice.
And also,
Understood.
you know, my family's from there as well. So it just kind of, a lot of things worked out very nicely.
Understood. What is the name of that river that runs through there?
Edogawa?
That's right,
Yeah.
that's right. I bicycled along there a long time ago.
Tonegawa is on the other side.
Right,
so.
right. Tell me about these two different brands, the blue bottle and the
So
green.
this is
What is
our
the
standard
difference?
dry gin, and it's 43%. It's cold chill filtered.
Okay.
And we made that one to be very complex, very nuanced, but very flexible for bartenders and home bars and people to drink. So you can make any cocktail with it, and it's just outstanding. Then people like at the whiskey events and things like that said, you know, can you make something with a bit more punch to it?
Yes.
So we did the Navy Strength.
Okay.
And this is not cold chill filtered, so there's more oils in it from the botanicals.
Understood.
And so what that does is, as you know, with a higher alcohol, you have more heat from the alcohol when you drink it.
Yes.
So with the higher botanicals, it balances out, so you don't get all the heat from alcohol. You get a nice balanced flavors.
What is the alcohol by volume on this?
57.
Wow,
So-
that's okay. Nice.
And so that's the two brands there. Next year we'll release a cacao
Nice.
flavor and a cask finished
Okay.
gin as well.
Any plans to release any whiskey in the future? Not, I mean,
No.
not, all right. Understood. Just,
It's
just
actually it's a different license.
right.
So we would
I
have to,
didn't
we'd
know
have
that.
to reapply for
Right.
a new license. So yeah, no.
All right. I was
On-
just inquiring because
Yeah.
it seems like when you see gin, it seems to be the entryway to whiskey. So
Most whiskey
gateway,
distilleries
yes.
try to do that because you have
It's
to
quicker to
barrel age
make,
something.
yes,
Well, you have
yes,
to put it down for
right.
5 years, 3
That's
to
right,
10 years.
that's right.
So let's make gin while we wait.
yes.
We make gin.
Understood.
We liked whiskey.
Yes.
And Bob's actually he's well versed in the whiskey industry throughout Japan. Everybody knows him for whiskey
Yes.
and all that.
I used to work at 4 different whiskey distilleries in Scotland.
Nice,
So
nice.
I'm done with making whiskey. I want to make gin.
Understood. Understood.
So yeah, so
Nice.
That's how it is. We're hopefully we're in discussions to start exporting globally.
Understood.
Because when we built the distillery, we had global interest from day one. So we actually have the largest gin-focused distillery in Japan.
That's nice to know. Yeah, that's something to separate you from everybody else. Because I walked aside of here today, and I walked around at least one lap, and I noticed that it is very gin heavy in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got something going for you there. I wish you much luck and Godspeed. And I wish you success. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. All right. That gimbal was absolutely killing me, so I had to ditch that thing. And not only was it heavy to hold when you have 2 bags on you, but at the same time, it just seemed to have failed on me, and it just went limp on me mid-interview there. So going guerrilla style and just doing the handheld thing. I'm looking at a brand here from, it looks like the distiller is called GEEKSTILL, and I can't even pronounce the brand. It's called AMRTA. And this one is a craft gin distillery out of Yamanashi, Japan. Yamanashi is the prefecture that is bordering Tokyo to the western front. And it looks like they have 3 different products here. I think I've already tried them. I can't remember. We got the orange bottle here, which is very citrus and orange based, and then you got your standard one inside the blue bottle, and this one is juniper berry on the right hand side inside of the purple bottle, and it looks like they have limited quantities of the orange and the juniper berry. Well, actually, this blue bottle, it looks like they got. Are these? Actually, these are not the same. One of them is yuzu, Chinese quince, cardamom, star nisi. All right, so you got different types of gin there, just with a similar bottling. I was able to try 3 of them earlier, and I was very impressed with what it is that I had. And that video is not up on YouTube, but it is inside of the Yamazaki Single Malt Whiskey Facebook group, which had just reached 6,000 members. So if you join that, you can look at that video with my first walkthrough of the Japanese Fest, and me tasting those 3. But remember this brand if you want to try some Japanese craft gin, GEEKSTILL, Yamanashi Prefecture. What Japanese distillery is there? You have the Wakashio Distillery, which is also in Yamanashi. Probably not in the same city as this place, but I'm just letting you know that it's there. All right, so here we have another Japanese one.
Yeah, very thanks.
Oh,
Please.
hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Please.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Namai, Orb.
Oh.
Orb. Okay, organic gin.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, gomenasai. Let me put this down real quick. I only have so many hands. I need to put down one of my bags. Let me try this. Yeah, organic is the name of it, for sure. Actually, I think I've already had this one about an hour ago, but just a quick refresher. Very, very natural smelling. Kind of chemical-esque a little bit, but it's a very good and sweet smell. But the flavor is very organic and sweet. This one is 40% ABV that I just had. I don't know the difference between it and the gold spirits, but let's go ahead and have a taste of this one as well. Yes, stronger. All right. The ABV on this one is 10% more on the blue labeling, the gold spirits. Oh. Ego dekimasu ka? A little bit, Choto? Here, take it. Moikai, tell me again, what is the difference between the white label and the blue label?
White label is 40% ABV.
Yes.
And blue one is 50% ABV.
Okay.
And, compare with this one.
Yes.
This blue label has a lot of herb.
A lot more herbs. Okay.
In it.
The smell is a little bit comparable on this, but it is different. It's not the same thing. Pretty good as well. I can't tell you which one. Maybe I like the weaker one more, but that's just my personal opinion. And kore onaji? What is the difference between these two?
This is dry gin.
Oh, dry gin. Okay, hi. Understood. All right, and it looks like it's picked up a few awards, at least inside of some competitions. London Spirits Competition and other things here. Nice.
Hey, mister. I get number one.
Oh,
World champion.
in London.
Yeah.
World champion, the Gin Masters Ultra Premium, #1 winner. Doko Deska, where do you distill this?
Yamaguchi Prefecture.
Yamaguchi Prefecture, okay.
So, north side,
Yes,
near sea.
yes,
Yeah. So a few people.
yes.
Very, very local side. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But so new revolution now. I'm growing up herb, and so I get a new technology in Orlando.
Nice.
Yeah. Very thanks. And so 日本で初めての海外に通用するジンだと思ってます。
Hi.
はい。
When did you open? Wait, you are the master distiller?
Yes. Of
Oh,
course.
nice.
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
All right. So that was right before the pandemic, 3 years ago. The Neo Blue Distillery opened.
Yeah.
Nice.
But so for 3 years, so I get a 10 medal.
Nice.
Very thanks. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you much luck. Yeah, let me have one of these cards here, and I will stay in contact. Yeah, Meishi onegaishimasu. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, so I had a lot of fun being here and tasting these. Do try. This is called the Neo Blue Distillery.
Thank you very much.
And there's a little paper there. I'm going to take this one home along with this pamphlet. I only got so many hands here, so give me just a moment, fellas. I'm going to pack this up inside of my bag, and then we're going to continue on. But talking with a master distiller here, it was nice. All right, so we have about another 30 minutes before this place shuts down. You can see that they're already starting to take down banners now. So I'm going to have to try to run through this a little bit quickly, but so far everything has been good. Next, we're here at the Herbalist YASO, and I'm not sure if that's the name of the distillery too, but at least that's the name of the gin. The last booth that we were at, the master distiller spoke a little bit of English, so we were able to elicit a little bit of information from him, and I was very impressed with that. This table here is not only gin, but they have something called Herbalist YASO Gin, and they also have Absinthe, Prototype 03. So you got, as far as I can see, we have at least 4 different flavors of spirits up on the shelf. All right, nice. We're gonna move on. Wait, hold on. Before we move on, I want to talk about the prices real quick. For Japanese gin, I would say that these prices are pretty reasonable, but standard, roughly about 6,600 yen, 6,300 yen. That's, let's say, in a fair world, about 55 USD. If the Japanese yen didn't tank, it would roughly be about $55. So, I mean, everybody can afford that, but the price of gin is starting to rise inside of Japan. It's still a little bit lagging behind whiskey here in terms of popularity, but for gin, 6,000 yen is, it's not expensive, but it's also not cheap. So it's starting to get up there, and that's the way that these things tend to do. Once they get really popular, then of course they're going to jack up the price. All right, so this one is called the Akayane. At least that's the name of the brand. Never know if the distillery and the brand share the same name, but we can assume. Up on the banners here, we also see something that says Akayane, so assuming that that's also the name of the distillery. I can't even pronounce this. We have one called Bunisi Waze, and it says Japanese spirits. Is that gin inside of there? Really can't tell. And this one right here with the juniper berry only, that is Japanese craft gin with the blue label. But this one inside the tall bottle here, that could be shochu for all we know. All right, so let's move on. These people are busy, can't get a word out of them. The Kenobi dry gin from the Kyoto Distillery is probably one of the most famous Japanese gins out of the country. And wow, I mean, what more could be said about them? I mean, you're all familiar with it as it is. You see that they got at least at least 5 different flavors up here of different botanicals. All right, these gentlemen are making a pour now. We'll see if we can get a word out of one of them soon. Oh, there's one that I haven't seen before. It's called the Kyoto Old Tom Gin. That's one that I like to use inside of my mixers a lot when I'm making mixed cocktails. Is the Old Tom Gin. So nice to see that they have something up there representing that. Let me see if I can have a taste real quick. No, I've drank before. It's popular.
Oh yeah.
But I've never seen this before. First time. Yes. Cheers. Kanpai.
Yeah.
So I had the camera off, unfortunately, but he said that there's brown sugar inside of this one. This is the Old Tom Gin.
Great Japanese gin. Here we go.
Well, you can't smell it, but you can taste it. Good. Yeah, very nice. Thank you. Ego dekimasu ka? A little bit. Yep. Oh, take it. Take it. All right. Yes. Please tell me a little bit about each one of these Kyoto dry gins here.
I see, okay.
Nothing complicated. Easy.
Okay,
English
easy.
is okay.
So this is a standard one.
Okay.
And this is using the specialty, the name of tencha.
Yes.
It is the origin of the matcha.
Origin of matcha.
Yeah, it is
okay.
the more strong tea taste.
Yes. So that's very unique to Japan.
Yeah, unique Japanese gin. And also this is the Kinobi Sei.
Yes.
It is the navy strength type gin.
Okay.
So normally the Kinobi Kyoto dry gin is 4.5%.
Yes.
This is 54%, so it is a stronger type.
Understood.
And also this is the brown sugar using the old Tom style gin. Then the last one is the cask aged type gin. we are using the Kilhoman cask. Kilhoman is a Ira whiskey, so it tastes a very smoky taste.
Nice.
So,
Wakarimasu. So
Have
this
you
has
ever
some
tried this?
ppm. Is there peat in this?
Not peat
No
in
peat,
this.
but it's smoky. Okay.
Yeah, because the cask is very smoky.
Yes.
So we don't use the peat. But
Yes.
It tastes very smoky.
Okay. Let me
Okay, sure,
try.
Sure.
All right. All right. Thank you. Oh, try not to drop this. Very smoky. Smoky taste.
Smoky but the gin.
Yes.
So it is very unique.
It doesn't smell smoky, but it tastes smoky. I think it would go good with smoked nuts. So I said I've never seen this one before. The Old Tom Gin. Is this a new product or is this old?
Not the new one.
Not new.
Limited one. These
Limited.
two are
Okay.
limited one.
That's why I've never
They are
seen.
regular.
Yes. Tough question. Maybe where can I buy the limited edition whiskeys at?
We are selling the many liquor shop in Japan.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we didn't export a lot to
Yes.
abroad.
Understood.
But, some of the bottle exported to abroad. So yeah,
Yes.
please check.
Understood.
Your liquor shop. Yeah.
Okay. So these ones right here, these standard ones, you can find at places like the supermarket. Maybe Eon Supermarket is okay to find the regular one, but these specialty ones, you have to go to the liquor store to find those. And he says only limited to Japan. All right, nice. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Yeah.
All right, guys, running a little bit low on time here, but we're gonna try to push on and make it through the whole show and show a little bit from every single table. So this one is called Nakatsu Gin. Nakatsu Gin. Okay, hi. And they have many different varieties of flavors here on the table. Too many to get into actually, but it's nice that the price is very competitive, very affordable, and they're all the same price. It's not like one flavor it's not like one flavor costs more than the next, but 3,850 Japanese yen, this is roughly about 33 USD. And I would say for gin that this is a little bit on the lower side, so yeah, please. And I figured out the location of this one as it's listed here. It says this is from Gifu. Gifu's very close to Nagoya, which is kind of a little bit central mainland Japan. So there's that. And I guess this pamphlet has all we need to know about this brand, but nice. And this lady next to me, she says it's oishi, so that means it's delicious. And it looks like it's okay. So we got a few gins there. Let's see. We got 5 regular gins, 1 dry gin, and 1 absinthe. So it's not all gin. All right, nice. Let's move on to the next booth. This one right here is from Okinawa. Obviously, as you could tell from the name, it's called Okinawa Gin. And they have, I think, 2 different recipes, or at least, okay, it's just one. Yeah, they have 2 different recipes. The second recipe, which is, all right, the bottle that he's holding now, this is like an orange citrus flavor to it, and this is, recipe 1 is your more traditional gin botanicals mixed together inside of there. Can't recall if I had this before, but okay. Yes, all right. So we're getting ready to try this one. Recipe 1, we're going to try the traditional classic flavor first. All right. It smells very much like a gin. All right.
泡盛がベースで、
青森 based.
シークワーサー、
はい。Juniper berries. はい。Guava leaves. ゴーヤ。はい。Roselle. Long pepper. All right, so they have 6 main ingredients inside of this one. Oh, that's a very unique taste. Out of all the gins that I had here today, I would say that this one has the most distinctive taste out of all of them. So if you're looking for something different in your gin that just hits differently, this is definitely going to be the one. Alcohol is 47% ABV. All right. It makes Okinawa proud. And now let's try the...
レシピ版。
Hi, recipe 2. Citrus flavor, orange. Okay.
沖縄オレンジ。
Hi. Okay, here we go.
売ってないんですよっていう店多いですね。
Oh, that's a heavy aroma to it.
沖縄オレンジ単管、ジ
Mm.
ュニパーベリー、ミント、
Hi. Aromaticus. Hi.
もろバレです。
Alpina's Zerumbet. Okay. Ginger. Lemongrass. Tankan.
単管。
Okay, so this
沖
is
縄オレンジ。
Okinawan orange, not just your typical Mandarin.
アルコールは一緒。47。
And also 47% ABV for 700 milliliter pour. Very strong aroma on this. The smell might be off-putting, but the taste is very beautiful. That is the heaviest orange gin flavor that I had here today. Yeah, so definitely this is going to be a recommendation for me. Let me get that into focus. Recipe 2 from Okinawa Gin. All right. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. And it looks like これは何ですか？
沖縄のお酒の泡盛。
Sake, okay. Aramori. Hi. 3 different types. One is aged 8 years, the one that she's getting ready to pour now. Price is very affordable on all of these. Okay. Obviously, the aroma on these is not going to be as strong, but the taste is going to be strong. Wow. どうもありがとうございました。気になるじゃない。水飲めば大丈夫です。Yeah, very distinctive taste on all of these. I can't say that I've ever had gin like this before. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, for the most part, it's a good thing. Just, it's different. I mean, you want something different. How do I explain? If you have a distinctive taste that you like and you just stick to it, then that's fine. But if you like to try new things, yeah, definitely give them a try, because there is nothing else here on this whole wall or the whole back wall that has quite the flavor of this Okinawan gin. And out of the 5 products that they're offering here, definitely get the orange one. All right, here we have more shochu. Very nice. We got some gin here. Let's see, we got 4 different flavors of this. This one is called the Wakashio Distillery. And this one is based out of Kagoshima Prefecture. This is juniper berry only inside the yellow. Classic botanicals inside the blue. This is strawberry and cardamom inside of this one with the strawberry on the label. What is this? It looks like cucumber. It is cucumber. Cucumber and lavender. The prices are very affordable on these. they hover around 3,000 yen, and these two special ones with the strawberry and the cucumber flavor, those are only 2,200 Japanese yen, which is roughly, let's just put that at like 17 USD, and yeah, that's extremely affordable for a craft gin. I think I'm gonna try one of these. I'm already starting to get a little bit messed up, but all right, I missed one here. We have one called the Singamejo, the new pot. This is from a wooden pot still, and it says black koji rice, Kogane Singan. This one is distilled in September of 2022, so not too long ago. Cider wood, alcohol is 37% ABV, and you get 500 milliliters inside of all of these bottles here. All right, I think I'm gonna try the traditional one, the juniper berry only. Kore, tasting okay? Okay. 3,000 yen on this one. Not the most expensive one, but this new pot is probably their most expensive. Let's see what this tastes like here. All right, it smells like a traditional gin. Nothing off-putting about that. Let's have a taste. Not minty. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it has a man, I can't even put it into words. It has kind of a sharp. I'm not a gin specialist, first of all, but I'm trying to find the correct terminology for it. It has kind of a sharp taste, but not sharp at the same time. It goes down smooth, but the taste is very unique for what it is. You put it on your tongue, and it's an immediate sharp taste, and it dissipates and it goes down easily when you swallow. But yeah, I would say that's very nice. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, not a bad brand at all. Let's take a look at it. It's called 424 Gin, Shibushi, Kagoshima, Japan, and I'm assuming that's the name of the distillery. I'm assuming. All right. Ooh. Domo, arigatou gozaimashita. All right, taking a look at some other products here. This is from Nakijin Distillery, and this is also from Okinawa, and this one is called Imuge, as opposed to Komugi. All right, very bad joke there, but anyways, yogurt liqueur. This one I can't tell what it is. That's way too much kanji for me. Sinin no Hibiki, age 14 years, double cask. Can't say that I know what any of this is. This is all shochu, I believe. All right, we have another shochu here, pure rice shochu stored. Nakijin Jo, age 10 years. Uruwashiki, can't read that, okay. But yeah, all different types of shochu. And this one, it looks like it's 30 years? Can't be, not for that price, but there's a big 30 listed on the bottle there. All right. Nice. Moving along, we got more Okinawa shochu. You have 5 different flavors there. All right, so now we finally reached the whiskey side of the show. And this is Nikka's booth. They have all the usual suspects here. I want to say that I've already tried every single one of these Nikka whiskeys before, and I've never been disappointed with absolutely any of them. It's a top-notch brand, not much more to say about that. We do have some unique things over here, a bunch of shochu, and I can't say that I've tried any of these before, but when it comes to their vodka and their gin and their whiskey, I've had all of those. But very unique spirits from the Nikka brand here, and this one is a shochu distillery. I can't even begin to pronounce that. Satsumatsukasa Distillery, and this one has won a International Taste Institute tasting test in Brussels this year. This one is from the Osuzuyama Distillery, and it's called Osuzu Gin, a craft gin made from our traditional handcrafted shochu and infused with local botanicals. So that one inside the middle with the blue label is part shochu and part gin, and we have a newborn here, a new make whiskey with the red. It's not a red label, but there's red inside of the bottle. So this is quite new. 59% ABV, 700 milliliters. Of course, it has to be that strong in order to reap some flavor from it, not reek. Forgive me. The yellow label here, this one is a craft gin made from our traditional hand. All right, it says the same thing as the blue label. I don't know the difference between the two. They're both 45% ABV, and they're both distilled in Miyazaki. Okay, Miyazaki is the southwestern corner of Japan. Agahama World Malt. Agahama is a new distillery. The name of the brand is called Amahaga. The distillery is called Nagahama Distillery. And they have these different blends here, at least 5 of them. And they have 3 different single malt whiskeys from different casks. Amarone cask is here. Islay quarter cask. Sauternes cask. You can get a shot, a 10 milliliter shot for 600 Japanese yen here. And I believe these blended ones are free tastings. Nice. Yamazakura. I believe some of you already know this brand, as this is distributed stateside and you can find it in Canada as well. I know the brand ambassador, at least he's probably one of them, or maybe he's the only one, the only brand ambassador in Canada. All right, we got a new brand of whiskey here. At least I think it's whiskey. It could be gin. It says new pot, which makes me believe that this is quote unquote a new make. This is from something called Niigata Kameda Distillery, which is obviously in Niigata, Japan. All right, so those are all clear, which means that there's no age on those. They haven't been put into barrels yet. And we do have this one here, this newborn bottle, which has probably been aged. All right, it says less than 3 years of whiskey in barrel. This is non-peated. And then we have a peated version, less than 3 years of whiskey in a barrel. So nice to know that we have some new product out here. You can buy these small new bottles. They're both 2,800 yen, which is probably 25 bucks. It looks like it's under 500 milliliters. Under 500 milliliters for sure. This newborn right here is event limited to the event that we're in now. Good stuff. Interesting. All right, they're packing up here. So I need to go find something to buy real quick. All right. Grain Whiskey Distillery. Nice, nice. Where's this from? It says Yoshida Denzai. Grain Whiskey Distillery. Everybody's packing up now, trying to clean up. We're not going to mess around with Kirin, as we already know the story with them. Niseko Distillery, quite new. Sakurao Distillery just put out a... Hi. Sakurao Distillery just put out a... what do I want to say? They put out a single malt whiskey. Wow. The time has just escaped me. It's already 6:30. The show is shutting down. I didn't walk away with anything, couldn't buy anything at today's show, but yeah, I was just really pressed for time. Anyways, very happy to be here. Please take note of all the distillery names and things of that nature. All right, so it was an absolutely amazing event that I went to today. Unfortunately, I was only able to be here for a 4-hour block of time. Unfortunately, because of the COVID situation and because of how many people they expected to show up, which was quite a lot. I wish it could have been an all-day event, because then I could have got to do everything that I wanted to do and interview everybody at all tables. But unfortunately, my time got cut short and they just kicked me out of the place. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful place. And actually, this YouTube video that I'm shooting now is going to be a lot shorter than the video that I uploaded to my Facebook groups page, the Yamazaki Single Malt Whiskey Group. So make sure that you join that on Facebook, and you can look at the 1-hour video that I did of the walk around. And I talked to a few people then, but I wasn't really mic'd up then, so you may or may not have been able to hear them. It is what it is, but so many unique gins here. And I want to say that that was the standout thing of the show. We're all familiar with a lot of these whiskey brands, and there was a lot of new ones here too. Let's not get it twisted. There was a lot of brands that I learned about for the first time from today's show. But going into it being a spirits event and not just a whiskey-based event, I was able to discover a lot of unique gins coming out of Japan. And all of them were absolutely amazing. Some better than others, but to say the very least, they were all good. And yeah, she does know me. Hello. Yeah, I ran into her at the booth. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, hi. I am the owner of the bar Not Suspicious in Asakusa. Welcome to Tokyo.
Asakusa.
Yeah, Asakusa.
Non-suspicious.
Yeah, the bar name is Not Suspicious.
Not suspicious.
Yeah, Not Suspicious.
I'll look for it. Thank you.
But the number one
Yes.
menu
Yes.
is a suspicious shot.
Okay.
Yes.
It's gonna spice you up and
Yes.
kill you down at the same time.
Okay. All right. All right. He's telling me that it's time to go, so we got to get out of here. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Salute to you wherever you may be out inside the world, and make sure that you guys drink responsibly. I'm out.